Did you hit up the pattern sale? I showed y'all the pattern sale. Oh, what's going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm gonna share with you guys what I picked up. Now, you guys know I picked up a lot of patterns, so I'm gonna break it up just a little bit to keep the videos as short but as brief as possible, but give you all the details of what I picked up. So if you missed my Know Me patterns, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up on the screen and in the description box below, and on your way out, that end screen, it'll be there as well. All right. So if that's some content you would like to see of what I picked up during the McCall's sale, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I'm just going to be sharing, I think it's about 11 or 12 patterns that I picked up doing the McCall's. Well, actually it was a lot of patterns on sale. The pattern brand Simplicity, McCall's, Know Me, New Look, Vogue, and of course Vicky Sews. Now in this video I'm just going to focus strictly on McCall's, and then I'll do another video where you'll have the Simplicity, the New Look, and I'm going back today to pick up some Vogue, and then I'll also close with some Vicky Sews as well. So because I picked up a lot of patterns and spent some money, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video of the McCall patterns. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. Go get you a quick snack, something to drink, come on back so we could go ahead and get into this video. So without further ado, and to keep this brief, let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right, so I have my entire stack right here of the McCall patterns that I picked up. For those of you that watched my Know Me patterns, you guys know I'll go everywhere with this microphone because just in case you cannot film, I'm not gonna give y'all the full story of what happened, but I was somewhere and I went inside a side room, but it had a glass, waiting for me to, you know, finish up with what I had to get done Thursday. And as I was filming, I guess the lady thought I was talking to myself, and she came in the middle of my video and said, "You can't record here." I'm like, I'm recording myself. I ain't recording you, but whatever. So that's why I went ahead and redid the entire video, just the voiceover of the patterns that I did once I got home, because by that time I was already beat and I had to run back out. So this one, we're just talking about the McCall's, but thank you so much for watching the Know Me if you've seen that. And I hope you were able to score some Know Me patterns as well, because those patterns are fire and some of them are going to be part of a collection in October. Now, when I'm filming this, it's still September, but you will see this in October. When you're seeing this, it is October. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first pattern. The first pattern that I picked up, of course, is McCall's. All of these are McCall's, so we're not going to continuously say McCall's. It's 8429. This is a vintage 70s pattern. Now, before I say anything, you guys know from the Know Me pattern, I'm going to put up the pattern pieces for each view that's on the pattern. So I'm going to put it up in big form, and you're going to see that on the screen. All right. So this is a vintage 70s pattern. It is a Laura Ashley pattern from the 1953. All right, since 1953. So I like this top and skirt pattern. Now, I have already showed you which pattern it is similar to, so I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to actually just tell you why I picked the pattern up. So I like view B and view A and view B. Now, this one is a top and skirt, and the one that I want to do is what the model is wearing right here on view B. Now, I know it's a fall pattern. However, I cannot see myself doing this for the fall, even though our fall is still summer. Our winter is still summer-ish into early fall. We don't really have a fall here in Orlando. That's just in my opinion. And our winter is actually 2 weeks, okay? So this will be sewn in the springtime. I don't know where I'm going to put it at in my springtime, but yes, I plan on doing this one for the springtime. It's 8429. Moving over to the next pattern, it's 8430, which is also another vintage 70s pattern, Laura Ashley pattern since 1953. Bam. It is a kind of like a robe and nightgown pattern. Now, I know when I showed you guys the drop or whatever, I said I don't need another house gown or a robe or anything because I really don't wear that. The reason why I picked this up, it's not for me. It's for my sister. So she wanted this pattern. I picked it up. And I'm going to make something for her probably for Christmas time and send it to her. Christmas gift, right? But this is 8430. Moving over to the next pattern, another vintage 70s pattern. I guess my vibe is the 70s right now. Looking at all of these, I don't know. But this is 8431. This one is another vintage reproduction pattern. It is an authentic reproduction, meaning that they just didn't change the number. This is basically the same instructions as if you would have got it with the first time they issued this pattern. All right. So this is the top and skirt pattern once again. Now for me, the color block is not what I'm here for. Just all one pattern piece. I think I would do view B when I get around to this pattern, but once again, it's 8431. Moving over to the next one, also another vintage pattern. You might as well say this collection is almost a whole vintage collection. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Okay, so this one is 8432. It is a vintage 90s. You guys know I'm all here for the 90s. That was like my years, okay, because I was in my teenage years doing the 90s, so I had to get it, right? So it's 8432, a pair of pants. Now, you guys know from when I did the drop video, I do not do stirrups, which is the elastic that goes underneath your foot. So you guys know I'm going to 86 that and leave that out and just hem my pants. But I plan on doing probably view B on this pattern. But once again, it's 8432. Moving over to the next one is 8433, which is the vintage 90s jacket. Now, this jacket does remind me of the New Look pattern that I did a complete sew along for, which is a New Look 6035. But it's similar, and I plan on doing it kind of like this, kind of like a, you know, pants and jacket type feel. Don't know if I'll get around to doing it like that. But while we're on this pattern, and also the pant pattern, I do want to say, look in the description box below, because I did put the Google form together when the McCall patterns dropped. And in that Google form, you will see the next two sew alongs will be for a pair of pants as well as a jacket. So go ahead and vote so you can get your vote in on which two patterns will be for the next sew along. All right. Both of these patterns are on that Google form, one for the pants, one for the jacket. All right. So go ahead and look in the description box below and you can get over to that Google form. All right, moving on, it's 8433. Next pattern, Brandy Jones pattern, it's 8436. I like this knit dress, kind of like a wrap dress. Like I mentioned before, I will be doing view A, but just lengthen it just a little bit, because when you have some ham hocks and you have a booty and some thick thighs, making it that short, I won't be able to wear to work, right? So, and like I said before, anything past my knees make me look like a nightgown and a church robe, so we can't do very long either. So I'll be making it just probably extend view A to the knees, but I like this one. It's 8436. Moving over to the next pattern I picked up was a pair of overalls. Now, you guys know I have done overalls before on the channel. I actually did a sew along. I don't remember the entire Simplicity pattern number, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it up on the screen and also link to it in the description box below so you can get over to that sew along that I did for a pair of overalls. I think the pattern number was 9285, but if I'm incorrect, I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see that sew along for some overalls. Now, Brandy Jones, she does her own sew alongs, so you can look on, you can also scan the QR code and it'll take you to her sew along. All right. Also, once again, this is 8437. You will need some, you know, this is an average to sew pattern, so you will need to have some skills in sewing overalls and getting the hardware for these overalls. All right. But it's 8437. Moving over to the next pattern, it's 8438. I picked up the missus size. If you want the woman's size, it's 8439. Same jacket, same coat, my bad. Same coat. This does kind of remind me of the New Look pattern where I did a sew along for, cannot think of the pattern number right off the top of my head, but it was a blue jacket and it was a button closure, like a snap closure. It reminds me of that jacket I did last year in the winter. I actually posted it at the very beginning of this year. So I'm going to drop that sew along in the description box below, as well as on the end screen for you guys to see that as well. But it reminds me of that pattern. I like this coat, to be honest with you. I like view A, all right? The green one right up here. So I like view A for this jacket. But once again, 84.38, or you could pick up the women's size if you're in the women's size, 84.39. Moving over to the next one. This one is also on the Google form. It's 84.40. It's a color block jacket. Listen, I love the pants, but the pants on this one is a pattern that Mimi G did the sew along for. I'll put it up on the screen if you're looking for the pants, but I like this jacket, the color block jacket. I think for myself, I would do view B, what the model is wearing, the female model right here is wearing. And that's what I think I would do. But once again, it's 84.40. Moving over to the next pattern, it's 84.41. Neff actually did the sew along for this one. It's up on the channel already. And I'm saying her channel, I think it's up on the Simplicity channel right now. It's 84.41. It's a pair of pants as well as a kind of like a throw-on jacket. I like her version of it as well. So I am here for that. And like I told you guys before, don't sleep on these men patterns because they coming through with the man patterns now. And if you don't know, some of these females are out here like literally, they sewing up the man patterns, making them to do what it do. Neff did, Deja did, Carmen did. Like there's many of females in the sewing community that will sew up a man's pattern and you'll be like, what pattern number is that? What pattern number is that? It's a man's pattern. So get into these man patterns. They don't have to be for your hubby or your boyfriend. They could definitely be for you because when I pick these patterns up, it's for me. It's not for my husband. I don't sew anything for my husband. FYI, right? But this is 84.41. Moving over to the next pattern. It's 84.42, a vest pattern. There will be a sew along for this pattern. I think Raven from Raven Marine, I think she actually did a sew along for this one. It's 84.42. It's in a vest pattern. And I plan on doing this part of a collection that I'll be talking about next year in 2024. All right, but this is 84.42. Moving over to the last pattern, it's 84.43. It is a rope pattern. And I know you guys are going to be like, Rochelle, you say you don't need no ropes. Why did you bug it up? Okay, listen. I picked it up because my family want to do matching ropes for Christmas, okay? I was supposed to do some matching ropes for Christmas last year, but things hit the fan at the last minute. I got a little sick and everything and was not able to do that. And then I was working a lot of hours, okay? So this Christmas, it'll be a lot lighter for myself. So I'll be able to do that for the family and take family photos. But once again, it's 84.43. All right, well, that's it for all the patterns that I picked up during the Simplicity, McCall's, Know Me, New Look, and Vogue sale. And I also picked up some Vicky Sew, some Simplicity. I'll show you guys those in the next video because I want to keep these videos short and not, you know, too long and too drawn out. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And since you made it this far, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. Also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.